do it live.
The other thing I want to talk about is the tongue-in-cheek aspect of it, and that's what appealed to me. This is classic, right? Kill Whitey, the imagery, like everyone, you got to realize everyone at this time had an indecipherable logo, much like Brutal Truth, that you could barely
Oh
see.
yeah.
Like there was a blueprint. This is death metal, and the blueprint is everything looks like this, sounds like this. This is grindcore.
Nope.
And then you got Block fucking Helvetica, I'm like, I like that, and I do remember seeing y'all and y'all just look. This is another reason I like grindcore is and Incineration and Purgatory. When I saw Purgatory for the first time, which once again became Incineration, it was dudes wearing their Fruit of the Loom warm up 100% cotton pants, with like tennis shoes. It was like no one changed just because we're going on stage. Everyone wore on stage what they're wearing when they woke up that morning. And then I like the natural aspect of it. I don't like people to take themselves too seriously. And I felt like this is a type of music and the tongue in cheek and what you guys were especially doing with this tongue in cheek stuff, the names of the songs, it doesn't fit grindcore, but it's 100% grindcore the way it sounds. It's ferocious. You look like you want to say something. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just laughing because I'm thinking of like how that got put together. It's bringing back a lot of memories.
Good or bad?
No, hilarious ones.
Okay. Tell me about it. Like how'd that come about? I mean, even the Microsoft paint, like I just love it. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
Yeah, so let me think how it all came about. So the cover Todd found, and probably when he was going to school with you and Ben, because he found it in one of his books.
Okay.
And we looked it up. I can't remember the name of the tribe, but their whole like purpose is to procreate. And they wear those big phalluses to show their dominance and how many people they've impregnated.
Nice.
So he thought it was funny that we use it for the cover. And it didn't grow on me at first. I'm like, really? We're going to go this route? And we actually had it on shirts before it became that. So I didn't think we were going to use it on a CD, but it just kind of, evolved into the 7-inch and then relapsed like the demos the way they were. And they wanted to put them out with the 7-inch on disc. So that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he found that picture and we had that for the cover. And then everyone started compiling all these just crazy photos.
Okay.
You got the guy with the gunman, and it says Kill Whitey under him. And then you got the CD tray with all the like Japanese guys and guns and a disc, which we used Bruce Lee on the old demo tapes. So we ended up using it on the disc.
Mm-hmm.
And we kept that kind of tradition going. And in the back, we needed to come up with what we were going to put on the back. And we were joking around one night, and I said, why don't we use those pictures you got? And I'm not naming which band member did this, but
that's fine.
This person worked in a photo lab at night.
Oh,
he
Fox Photo.
He used to collect those types of photos that you see on there if he saw them because he thought they were funny.
Yeah.
So I said, you got all these guys in here, man. You got a fetish or something? Like,
hold on.
So, and then he's like, but they're funny. Look. And he would pick them up and go, he's saying, I'll be with you in a minute. And and it really looked like the dude was saying that. And that's the guy that I used as me on the back of the CD.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, they dove into doing all this stuff on the disc and the bullet holes and all that stuff. And I was just at this point, I said, this thing is so all over the place we might as well just say that we're these guys instead. And mind you, the name Kill Whitey didn't exist yet. This was all being put together quickly, and because Relapse wanted to do something, and we ended up picking those 4 people. Everybody picked who they wanted to be for the back photo, and I actually have that on my page as my back photo.
I love it, man. I love it. I love it.
So I, as it was, I was like, this is borderline offensive, guys. I was the one that would bring in just like, should we do this? And like, it's just funny, man. Nobody's gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
All right. So we were working on a bunch of songs that aren't on there, and the active title was Back on the Island, in reference to that song John Simon Island that we ended up doing on Dirty Sweet. We already mailed everything in because we didn't really have email yet going on, and we went ahead and sent it in. And then one of the members calls me up, I'm not going to mention names, and goes, "Hey, do we have any time to change the name of the record?" And I said, "I don't know, man. I already sent everything in, but I'll give him a call." So I called Pellet, because he's the guy that actually found us and wanted to bring us into Relapse. And I told him, "Hey, we're going to change the name." And he goes, "Okay, what's it going to be? We can still change it." And I said, "It's going to be Kill Whitey." And he goes, "You're fucking kidding me. That's awesome." Like something like that. And, and he just started busting out laughing. Like, when he saw those pictures, he said he almost pissed his pants of the pictures on the back.
I know, man. That's the funniest part. I mean,
yeah,
this is why I think why Flash Parade is different, and a lot of New Orleans bands are different. We don't take ourselves too seriously, and
we weren't.
And clearly, when you have a band's name, Flash Parade, which I love the name, by the way, I want to get into that, but this humorous work of art here, you're not trying to get to the top of Billboard charts. You know what I'm saying?
No. We were surprised it was even in stores. I got copies sent to us, but the CD itself, we didn't see until it was in the store. So I went out and I bought it off the shelf. There was like
where? What store?
Virgin Mega Store in the Quarter.
Okay.
Yeah,
I remember that place.
They had a shitload of them on the shelf, and then you go through the alphabet, and there was the backer for it, and it was they had some right there in the shelf. So yeah, that felt pretty cool to be able to buy your first like CD that gets put out and then listen to it. And I didn't know what it was going to look like either, because they took some liberties on the art.
Yeah.
So and it ended up being cool because we kind of just used it for merch and stuff like that.
Yeah. When I went into the store and I saw it, I laughed. I think it's offensive. If you're offended easily and you don't find racial humor humorous or whatever humorous, then you shouldn't be listening to grindcore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's you have to find this. It's not like this just finds you. I took it as a joke.
Right.
I thought it was hilarious. I'm into racial humor. I liked Howard Stern. I think making fun of white people is just as funny as making fun of black people or any other nationality or whatever.
We were targeting our own selves. That artwork didn't go without some people getting pissed off.
Oh, tell me about it. What happened?
I've had some people kind of combat me online about it, and I try to assure them like that's not really how we are. It's just comedic you know, layout. That's really what we think of it as.
Yeah.
And we're targeting our own selves, you know. So
Yeah.
you know, we're not targeting any other race. We want to kill the white people. So
Yeah. Yeah, times were
um,
a little bit different back then too.
yeah,
Back then you didn't know that, 30 years from now this is still going to be around. I don't think it's that offensive. I think what saves it is the back. I mean, if you don't think this is funny, where the pictures y'all use to me, that's like, okay, this is hilarious. That's I think that's a dead giveaway. That's awesome. That's awesome. That just that I've had it for so long, and I haven't, this is my first time really hearing it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Um of how that came about, how the artwork came about, because I've literally been looking at this thing since I got it. And I'll throw it in every now and then. And I'm just like, damn, it's just so good. So good. I think it's brilliant. I think that's why I'm not gonna say why. I think the sound of the music is what I want to get into, what's on the CD and the sound on it. But I
sure.
think that's why I feel like this record still has an allure, because more than likely people who bought it were like, this is unique, this is different, this is gonna stay in my collection, or this is something I need to add to my collection because this is different sound wise, everything we're talking about art wise. This is like, to me, I have a lot of CDs. I got prank call CDs. I got all kinds of stuff. This is on a level of a collector's item for me.